Realtors, do not join eXp Realty or any other brokerage for that matter this year until you have checked out this video, because eXp just dropped a brand new slideshow detailing about their explosive growth, all the features and benefits of the brokerage, all the value, and whether it is right for you. So I've been in real estate for over 20 years, first as a real estate attorney, then as a broker. I've had my own brokerage. I've owned franchises, been involved in multiple models. And so today I'm going to walk you through that. We'll talk about the pros, we'll talk about the cons, and we'll see if this model is actually right for you, or with all of these changes, maybe a different approach to real estate could be better for your team, your brokerage. We'll also talk about why so many teams and brokerages have been coming over to eXp recently. Okay, so as I mentioned, eXp just dropped this brand new slideshow talking about everything that eXp has to offer. Let's dissect this. Let's talk about it. I'll give you my perspective. So first of all, eXp claims to be the largest independent real estate brokerage on the planet. Well, what does that mean? That means it's not a franchise. That means it is not owned by some big conglomerate. It is an independent company. Started in 2009 and all the way up here to 2025, close to 100,000 agents. That's a lot of agents at eXp, projecting to get even bigger. But you may be saying, how does that matter? Why does that matter to me? I don't care how big it is. Maybe I prefer a smaller brokerage. So let me give you a tiny bit of perspective. What I've found is that the bigger the brokers, the more people there, the more agents, the more collaboration that can go on, the more you can learn from other people, the more that there is information sharing, if and only if that is part of the culture of the brokerage, which we will get into in just a second. So in 2023, which I know is 2025 when you're watching this, or maybe it's later, but these are the numbers compiled for the end of 2023. I don't believe they have 2024 yet. I'm sure that'll come soon. But if you look at transaction sides, what you have is eXp Realty at 355,000, way more than anyone else that is reporting. Now, what I will say is that Keller Williams, which is the company that I was at several companies ago and actually owned some of their franchises, you'll notice that they're not here. The reason they're not here is they're a franchise and they all report independently because they have different ownership groups. So one ownership group may own 10 or 20 offices or one office. So that reports as one group. So that's not really here. But what it does say is, according to Real Trends, eXp is the largest independent brokerage in terms of transactions and also agents. So it's also been ranked the #1 growth leader across agent count, volume, and transactions. So bottom line, it's growing pretty quickly. Again, you're asking, how does that relate to you? So top producers, where the pros go to grow, is kind of a slogan that eXp has adopted. And they're saying that a lot of top agents are coming over. Now, here are the lists of top producing teams and individuals. And when you look at those, and we look at those together, there are a lot of them. I mean, as you scroll down here, a lot of the teams you probably know and love are all here, and the volume is pretty staggering. So as you look at this, transaction size 950, 900, 800, that's a lot of deals. Volume 600 million, 580 million, 422 million for my man Kyle Whistle, who I have interviewed on this channel. You could definitely check that out. And by the way, I want to mention that if this content is valuable for you, if you're a real estate agent, you want to scale your business to 100,000, a million or more, and you want to do it in an efficient way, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see even more videos like this, as well as my top agent interviews, industry updates, and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So here you go. All the top teams, everything's there. Next up, let's keep rocking and rolling. So the first thing they mention is cloud-based platform. So you can work from anywhere. There's no desk fees. There's no lease payments. We're eliminating all the unnecessary overhead costs, and you get all the tools and resources you need without any additional expenses, which is actually huge, because unlike some of the other brokerages that have to charge you or have to build that into their financial model, eXp simply doesn't have to do that. And what that means is either you're going to get more stuff, or, as we'll talk about in just a little bit, provides for additional revenue streams. Let's go right. Advanced technologies. So state-of-the-art cloud-based platform gives you access to cutting-edge tools and lead generation, marketing, and transaction management. It's all in the cloud. You can access it anywhere you want. That is a super cool thing. Training and development, from live webinars and virtual conferences to on-demand courses and mentorship programs. eXp Realty is committed to ongoing education for its agents. And I will tell you firsthand, so my real estate team is at eXp, and so is obviously my organization. And the training, whether it's live, whether it's in-person events, whether it's virtual, is simply amazing. eXp World is a virtual metaverse connecting real estate professionals worldwide, enabling collaboration and all that. So eXp World is very cool. Okay, let's keep. All right, so $85 a month advantage. So the eXp monthly fee is $85. I want you to see how much value you get for that $85. It is pretty unbelievable. There's technology, there's lead generation, there's training, there's support, and then there's all of these other things. Now, this video could be about 4 hours long if I dove into each of these. What I want to do is just highlight a couple of my favorites so you could see everything that you get, because you probably get 10x worth of value for this $85 a month technology fee. So on the technology side, first of all, yes, there's eXp World. There is Sisu, which is a technology, team-based technology platform. We all have access to Canva enterprise account. I think that's $20 a month alone. So, if you have Canva, which I used to have before we got it just a little bit ago, I was paying $20 a month. That went away. So as you can see, that's already eating into that 85. There's a Workplace, which is kind of like Facebook, which is pretty awesome. And then all of these other tools. Now, lead gen, KV Core. KV Core is your CRM, or customer relationship management system. This is where you put all your clients, all your prospects. This can email out for you. You can create landing pages and all kinds of cool stuff. In fact, we could take a quick look. Okay, that's funny. You click on that and that takes you to a Bold Trail, which is not what I wanted. We also have Revenos, which is a referral platform, which is pretty awesome. All kinds of relocation things and a referral division. So in terms of lead generation, you can actually use all the eXp platforms to generate leads for you. So a lot of times agents will say, Danny, will eXp or will your organization give me leads? My answer is no. Leads are everywhere. What it's all about as an agent is actually getting people into your database, nurturing those relationships so that you can actually do transactions with those people. Providing you with a list of names and calling it leads is not really going to help you. What we do is teach you how to do it. And this system can make that happen. With training, you get so many amazing trainings. eXp University is great, but let me talk about Fast Start and Fast Cap. So Fast Cap is a program that you can go into. It is absolutely free as an eXp agent. And what it does is it is live training, and it shows you exactly how to cap. I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit, what that means. But for now, what I want you to know is that agents that go into Fast Cap and enter that are successful. They get listings, they get buyer agreements signed. And so if you're a team leader, or maybe you own a small brokerage, or you're just an independent agent and you want to get into production quickly, there's nothing better than the Fast Cap system. And this is why I think a lot of teams and brokerages are actually coming over to eXp, because of things like this. We have a mentor program for new agents. We have coaching. We have something brand new called a Team Leader Academy. Now, this is for agents that run teams. The curriculum on this is based on the Entrepreneur Operating System, which is very, very cool. And I will tell you that this is something that I haven't seen before. So if you're running a team, if you're running a brokerage, you want to grow, you want to attract agents, you want to lead them, you want to motivate, you want to grow teams that can get on that list that I showed you earlier, doing $300, $500, $700 million a year in real estate. This is the system that you want to be in, and it's only available here at eXp. We have eXpCon, which is a national event, masterminds, which I've been to, which are awesome, and all kinds of other things. Support. So let me talk about support for just a little bit. A lot of people might say, hey, it's all in the cloud. I like to go see my broker. I like to walk in the office, go see the broker. What I will tell you is I've had that. Being in this system, I've gotten the best support I've ever gotten. And the reason is that I can have support like that within a minute. Now, when I was a broker for 350 agents, support took a while. Why? I might be on the phone. I might be with someone else. I might be out to lunch. Here in Texas, for example, I believe we have a ton of brokers, 5, 7, 9, however many brokers we have. So anytime I go in there, there's someone available that can help me right away, or I can make a phone call if I don't want to go into the eXp World broker room. The point is that there's always support available. It's great support that you have for you. Compliance, documents, whatever it is that you need. We also have a growth team, which I have been working with to grow my organization. I will talk about why I do that in just a second, but there's a whole growth team to help you do that, onboarding and solutions. There's also other divisions available to help you if you are specializing in something. So there's a luxury division for luxury agents, commercial, which is an untapped resource. If you are a commercial agent and you're still at an old school firm that's charging you, let's say 20% commission on every deal with no cap, you need to take a look at eXp's commercial division. It's growing really fast. Regis office, this one is super important. So a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to join eXp because I want an office. I don't have I won't have an office. That won't work for me. eXp has a partnership with Regis worldwide, so you can go into a Regis office anywhere in the world and you can utilize their facilities. We've also developed these incentives or offices with other agents that are part of eXp that have physical space where you can use their office for yourself as well. So not having an office should definitely not be a roadblock. There's also stock incentive and other things like that, which I will talk about in just a second when I get to the financial model as well as the Icon Award. So as you can see, for this $85, you are just getting a ton of value that is unparalleled. All right, let's talk about what everyone wants to talk about, and that's compensation and incentives. So the deal that everyone is on at eXp, everyone, it doesn't matter who you are, you could be anyone in the industry, makes no difference, you'd be on the same deal. 80-20 commission split, eXp gets 20%. You get 80% of every transaction until you have paid in $16,000 to eXp. At that point, you are going to get 100% commission for the rest of the year. There are some fees afterwards. You get charged $250 when you're capped and things like that. But ultimately, all you're going to pay in is this $16,000. But, and there's a but, there's a way to get this $16,000 back and then some to where you could actually be at eXp and they can pay you to work there. Let me show you how that works. First, let's go over some quick costs. So $149 to start up, as I said, $85 a month, cloud brokerage, and then $25 transaction review fee and $60 risk management fee. These are per transaction, $85. So unlike other companies where you're going to pay E&O insurance at the beginning of the year, which is usually pretty expensive, you got to cut a check for that. Here is per transaction, which I really like. That is a really fair way to do it. Now, let's talk about some other ways that you can make money, because I believe in creating additional revenue streams as an entrepreneur. I have a lot of videos on that on this channel, which you can check out after you watch this. And by the way, if you're not yet subscribed and you're a real estate agent, make sure to subscribe down below. Also, I want to talk about something that is super, super important. If you are a real estate agent, regardless of which brokerage you're with, if you want to be successful, you have to know who your ideal clients are. I can give you all the technology and the AI and all of the stuff for your business, but until you know who your ideal client is, it's going to be really hard for you to grow your business. All this technology aside, and I have a great tool for you that I've created. It's called my Ideal Client Avatar Worksheet. You can grab it down below. There is a link in the description. Download it absolutely free. Fill it out so you know exactly who you need to work with to grow your business. All right, having said that, let's jump back in here to all the different ways to make money as an entrepreneur or a business-minded real estate agent. So first of all, you can get equity awards through the incentive program. So when you close your first transaction, you get $200 of stock. When you cap, you get $400. And when you attract an agent to eXp, which I'll talk about in a second, you're going to get $400 when they close their first transaction. Now, this may not seem like a lot, but I just want you to add this up. $600 for you, $400 for every agent you attract. Let's say you attract 5 agents this year. That's another $2,000. That stock's going to grow over time. Multiply that by 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, and that's going to grow pretty big. Now, there's also an agent equity commission program. This is a voluntary enrollment. What this means is that you can allocate up to 5% of your commission, and they will give you a 5% discount on the stock. So you can essentially get eXp stock at a 5% discount, which is pretty cool. Here's the big one right here that I want to talk about, Icon Award. So remember when I said you're going to pay $16,000 to the cap at eXp every year? Check this out. Once you hit certain thresholds and milestones, you're actually going to get that $16,000 back in company stock. And there's a way to do that. You have to actually go to an event because we want you to give back to the company and teach class and things like that. But it's not a lot. It's not burdensome. All you need to know is that once you hit that milestone or threshold of how many transactions to close afterwards, you're going to become an icon agent. You're going to get all of that back. That is pretty amazing. You can come work for free. So if you're thinking, hey, you know what, maybe I should go to like a flat fee brokerage or a per transaction brokerage or whatever, think again, because here, when you do the number of deals you need to do or sell the number of volume and it's not overly burdensome, you are going to get that back, which is pretty amazing. Now, for business-minded real estate agents, if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to create multiple streams of income, I will tell you that I've never seen anything better than the revenue share program at eXp. Now, the way this works is that you don't have to do anything that you are not doing now. You see, if you're an influencer, if you're an agent that influences others, and this could just be on a transaction or whatever it is, you are going to earn a percentage of revenue when an agent comes to the company, names you as their sponsor, and then closes a transaction. Now remember that this is revenue coming from eXp. It is not coming from the agent that you sponsor. And the way this works is that, remember that $16,000 cap that I mentioned? Well, what happens with that is that it is split in half. 8,000 of that is paid out as revenue share back to the revenue share program. 8,000 is paid to the company. So that is in the charter. 8,000 is going to come back in revenue share. And this can grow exponentially, as this will show you, to 7 tiers. So you sponsor one agent, they sponsor another agent, they sponsor another agent. You're going to get revenue share on all those agents. Now here's what this does. What this does is it incentivizes all of us to help each other grow. If you join eXp as an example, and you name me as your sponsor, you decide you want to partner with me and our organization, and I'll tell you why that's important in just a second, then what's going to happen is I have incentive for you to grow, your business. And so I'm going to do everything I can to help you. And all of the leaders in our organization, all the way up 7 tiers, are going to want to make you do that, because we all benefit from that, including you. Now, look, I don't want to get too far into the weeds on these numbers. If you're interested in this part of the eXp model, down below, there is a link. You can book a call if you want to explore partnering with me, and we could chat about this further. We can actually get someone on the phone who's an expert at exactly the numbers here. We could talk about that. But all you need to know is that you can make about $4,000 in the first year from an agent that sponsors or that comes over, names you as a sponsor, and caps. And on average, you will earn about $500 per year per agent that joins your organization. And let me tell you, there have been agents that have built massive, massive organizations. I have such a great interview on this channel with one of my mentors, Meyer Takarar, who's built in about 4 years an organization of almost 1,000 agents. You could check that out after you watch this video. But what you should know is that if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business-minded agent, this is something definitely to explore. But if you're interested in exploring the revenue share program further, just book a call using the link in the description and we can chat. All right. Let me answer this question. So why are so many teams and brokerages joining up with eXp right now? Hashtag where the pros go to grow. And I will tell you from personal experience, I believe it is for a couple of reasons. Number one is collaboration. So when you join eXp and you partner with the right organization, what you get is you get so much collaboration, mentorship, and leadership to help you grow your business wherever you want to go. For example, I'm part of the Fast Forward movement at eXp. We're a large organization. We have calls, masterminds, trainings, and things happening every single day to help you become successful. And if you don't think that that matters, then check out this video and this interview I did with an agent that quadrupled his business from 10 million to 40 million by partnering with us at the Fast Forward movement, so you can see exactly why this may be a great option for you